Hi, Mary here. I'd like to show you around my new craft room. And here it is. It's not very big, but it has everything that I want. It was part of our garage and my husband divided it into two. I'm going to insert some clips next to show you how he did it. So here's the garage before work started on changing part of it into my craft room. And this is a clip of the floor being laid. The plasterboard is now up, the electric sockets have been installed, as have the spots on the ceiling, and also a door has been hung, and that door leads off into the garage. The room has been painted, the floor is down, and now we're ready for the furniture, so back to the tour of the craft room. This is the door I've just come through, and it leads off to the hallway. On the back of it I store some cutting mats, and this is a project I did a while back. Behind the door and on the other wall is a magazine rack from IKEA, and in here I store cutting plates, my stamping press and other pieces. Next door is a tall unit from IKEA. Actually all the furniture in this room is from IKEA, and I store craft DVDs in there, flowers, some notebooks, my glue gun, and those boxes are labelled and they have crafty bits and pieces in them. Next is my desk, which is the IKEA countertop, and it sits on top of the IKEA drawer unit, and my large guillotine sits there on that side. Over the desk is some picture shelves, and the top row is mainly decor. My mini die cutting machine is there, along with most other things that I like to use on a regular basis. In my old craft space, my guillotine used to live in a cupboard, but in this room I've got a permanent place for it, which is great. Above my desk is my camcorder holder. It's basically a block with a selfie stick. My husband made this, and he also made this little shelf for my iPad. On my desk I have two lamps, and they have different settings on them, and one of them is a daylight setting, which is great for crafting. I have various pots and jars on my desk which hold pencils, pens, scissors, etc., along with this carousel here. I'll just pull my chair out of the way, which by the way is lovely and comfortable, and underneath my desk I have a huge basket which holds all my paper flowers along with my waste paper bin. When we were planning this room, we tried to match the furniture that we bought from IKEA to the measurements of the actual room, so they all fit together nice and snugly. As you can see, I have two Geminis. The one on the right hand side used to sit in the window of my craft space, my old craft space, and the sun has bleached it. This unit under here is on casters, and I can pull it out to access those shelves in there. This is the Calyx unit, and originally it was the 4 cubed one, and I bought an extra unit and turned it on its side. The bottom cube holds my dies, the cube above holds various things, the cupboard I keep glues and all types of sprays in there. The drawers hold types of tape, double-sided tape and foam tape. The bottom cube there holds coloured paper and the top one holds all my large paper pads. This is a card that I finished today, and above that is my pegboard. And I keep my plates for my Gemini Junior, pens, scissors, Nouveau drops, glitters, etc. And above that is my clock. Coming over to this side wall is my smaller desk, and below that I have 2 drawer units on casters, and again I just move them out of the way when I want to get into those shelves. I keep my scrap papers in this basket here. One thing I asked my husband to do was put in lots of electrical plug sockets. So I have one there, and I have 2 on this back wall here, and 2 on this wall, as well as one down below this desk, and also one down below this smaller desk. These are 2 Billy bookcases that we bought from IKEA, and my husband altered them, so he cut them down in the length and the depth so that they sit neatly on top of this desk and they give me room to work. My laptop sits here along with my silhouette. Here are my stamps, and I have boxes with various things in them like lace and ribbons. I keep my smaller paper pads here, boxes with bits and bobs and glue gun. On the top shelf are things that I've made, and I do keep that silhouette plugged in all the time, which is very handy. Next to this is a tall drawer unit, and on top sits my printer, and that's permanently plugged in underneath my desk. And this door here goes into the rest of the garage. And this is where my ring light is kept. My lovely daughter bought this for me for Christmas, and I use it when I'm taking photographs. And behind that is a pinboard, and then here's my dog Yogi. You may have noticed that there's no window in this room, but my husband installed daylight spot bulbs in the ceiling, and so it gives me a lovely bright room to work in. I'm very happy with the craft room, and I love the way it's turned out. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and until the next time, bye bye.